12D16. I promise you I didn't change anything on these dies. I drew two random sets. The only thing I did do was changed a couple of entrances so that we didn't have repeats. But here we go. So 12 launch, looking really good. I really like the fact that Nadia's picking up Otto there and dropping onto Matthew. Awesome. And then great target. There's our first picture. We get the box picture here, and then the front piece rotates, the back piece is waiting. Really good job on it. And then things we've been looking at here just is to be able to flow into D16, Otto just cruising in, Nadia leaving her hip there, trying to keep an idea of the long axis so that we don't end up too fan shaped, a little bit. So we just keep the hip a little bit tighter there. But Otto, really nice job kind of cruising in to the 16, understanding now that doesn't matter how fast you can get to here, it's being efficient about being a step in and then moving back and out into the 16. Cool. And again, the same thing with the 12 build. Just trying to really understand the angle, knowing that we want it to build between Otto and Yora, so that we can all be cruising to that point and keeping this shape. You see now how really nice, how tight that compresses, because what we were looking at before when we weren't really clear on where it was going is that Otto would be maybe, or Nadia, whoever was in this slot would be at this kind of 45-degree angle, forcing a big rotation at the start of the 12. But now you get this really nice build. Nadia steps forward. We get an even tighter picture here. Really good job from the back, super consistency. And then front pair turning really well. Cool. So just that little fix on the build to the 16. Okay, nothing to say here for a little bit. Tough dive, keeping the energy through to the center of the pieces, because this is a dive where your arms can get really tired unless you're being efficient with your flying. Well, let's just have a little look at what goes on the back of this one. I think the build on this one, Yora, look how you really cruise forward. See how you're really cruising forward here. So you end up with this big offset. Again, ideally, we draw a line, Yora, between you and Nadia, and then we see the compress building on that line, the one that Nadia's on. And if you were there, you wouldn't be creating that coming around the corner feeling that you have there with Matthew. You guys deal with it really well. It's a super good fix on the block. So let's watch this one. Yora, let's see the line again. Let's just have a little look. Better. So more patient now, just leaving your hip in place. And it's a little easier for Matthew to get his job done. Nice little double take there, Matthew. That's cool though. That's the ability to have a brain lock, have a glitch, and it not really to slow too much down. The only thing it does gives us a slightly fan shape because Matthew's late to the party on the build, so he ends up with a slightly shorter move. So the front pair, you end up with full rotation rather than the walk and translate, just because of the shape at the start. Here, look, you see that? So you guys are just rotating in place now on the front, which makes it seem longer and gives you a chance to build up more tension in the piece. And that's just reading the play there, I guess. Nadia just, instead of, see how you're diving this way, boom, into this quadrant. Remember that, just that heading down and out the line to get the first target going. Cool.